Hello, welcome to another episode on Evolve, where faith meets rhythm and life finds its full expression. I'm your host, Olufunmilayo Oluyede. And today I want to talk to you about something we all face at one point in time of our lives: discouragement. What do you do when the path you once walked with confidence starts to feel uncertain? It feels so blurry, and you don't even feel like taking a step further. And I need you to know that discouragement is not a sign of failure. Not at all. It is a signal that something needs to be checked. And it is not a sentence. It is not something that, it must be like this. If it is not like this, it cannot be like this. No. And it's okay to admit it. It's okay to say, I feel overwhelmed. It's okay to say, I'm tired. It is okay to say, I'm not sure anymore. You're being real to yourself. Even in the Bible, Moses came to a time where he was discouraged, Elijah too, even David. In Psalm 42:11 it says, why are you downcast, O my soul? Put your hope in God. Acknowledging that you're discouraged gives you the power to confront it. Then again, we need to revisit our why. When we lose sight of why we started, why did you begin this journey? Was it a dream God placed in your heart? Was it a calling? Or was it just a burden for something bigger than yourself? Or was it something you picked up because others are doing it? You need to go back to your why. Go back to that moment of what stirred your spirit man. Like Habakkuk made us to understand in chapter 2 verse 2, it says, write the vision and make it plain. You know, sometimes when our vision gets blurry, we need to go back and revisit it. Or maybe even rewrite it, tweak it a little, ask questions. By the time you begin to ask the questions, clarity comes, and it helps you to find a new path on this journey. Naturally for me, I don't like anything monotonous. When you keep doing the same thing over and over again, I get tired, I get bored. I love change. I love something that will stretch me. So sometimes when I keep doing some things the way it is, you know, like this word we say, so it was as it was in the beginning, so it is, ever shall be. You know, those recitation in Orthodox Church. I get bored. You know, something in me yearns for something new. And anytime I come to that state of discouragement, I begin to ask myself questions. For me, what is going on? Why are you not getting the kind of joy you usually get in this aspect of your life? What is really going on? Is there anything you're not doing well? Is there anything you need to improve on? Is there anything you need to remove? Is there anything you need to add? And one thing I've come to realize, that discouragement fades right in the presence of God. You're being vulnerable to God helps you to let go of discouragement. There were so many questions in my heart lately, and I began to ask God, is it that, are you sure I'm not passive in this aspect of my life? It seems I'm not that, desperate. I said, God, for me, are you sure? Are you sure? You know, I was asking questions, because I do that a lot to put myself in check, so that I'm not just living passively. I am living intentionally. And when those moments comes, I sit back. It could take me days. I ask myself questions. I keep asking the Holy Spirit questions. And sometimes when I have people around, I post questions at them. Sometimes I'll pull a call through to some of my leaders. I will engage them in discussion. Why? Because there is something I need to get at. So, and the beautiful thing is that those moments helps you to overcome whatever discouragement that is coming to your mind. And when you feel discouraged, you don't need to run faster. You need to wait. It is in the waiting that your strength is renewed and your vision is restored. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself. Then one of the things, you take one step at a time. And that reminds me of one of the kiddies songs. Then one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. With Jesus by my side. You know, you take that step one after the other. Make the call if necessary. Show up for the meeting. Zechariah made us to understand in chapter 4 verse 10. It says, do not despise the small beginning. Because what that does, it helps us to build momentum. It helps us to build momentum. So today, if you're feeling discouraged, remember to revisit your why. Speak life to yourself. Don't keep quiet. This is not the time. That's not the time to keep quiet. And I remember one of my pastors would say that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. This is not the time to keep quiet and be brooding over it in your heart. No, declare it. Declare what you want to say. Rest your oars in God. Rest in God. You are not alone. And this season that you feel discouraged is not the end of your story. So till I come your way next time, keep walking gracefully, faithfully, and purposefully. Bye.